Hey there, welcome to the Lumière channel. Welcome to what's going on behind the scenes in this connection. This was a requested reading. If you have a request that you would like me to do, pop it in the comments below and I will add it to my list. But what is going on behind the scenes of this connection? Yes, my friends, this is a true iSPY. And we will be spying on what is going on behind the scenes in this connection here. Does this have your answer? Does this have your insight? What about these? Timestamps will be in the description box below. Make sure you listen to the entirety of your reading because there is some information that sort of comes out towards the end after the main sort of surface level or whatever comes out. There's usually a little bit of like straggling information that comes up as I'm packing up and I'm getting ready to go. As Spirit then goes loop. So I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Howdy doody, pal two. Pal two, we are spying. Did you hear me? I said we are spying. We're spying. What's going on behind the scenes in this connection? In this connection that you're in this connection that you are teeter-tottering in and out of. What is going on in this connection here? I'm getting a message. Like it's like a song that wants to come through, but it's a song that's melding with some of the other songs that just live in my head, like rent free. They just like live there. And it doesn't know what it wants to what it wants to be. Do we get a third? Look at the bottom. The gentle gardener in protection and rescue in protection or reverse, whatever. This is very green, and I'm not sure if it's because this deck has always been green or I'm just getting a bunch of green cards here. This could have something to do with the heart space or money or nature. I'm not sure if there's some type of distance here. But we have education and talisman in the protection position. Okay. Education shows us a moon. And, I don't know. I think that's like a quarter moon. I don't know if it's waxing or waning. How am I supposed to know? I don't know. I think it's probably... I don't know. And then there's this guy. This bird. I think that's, an ibis? An ibis? No, we have a fairy. And we have a girl reading a book. A young lady reading a book. And she's looking like she's wearing a black veil like it's over. Her face doesn't look too pleased. Or that's just her face. She's got a resting, not too pleased looking face. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this relates to you and your connection. I feel like you're finding out some things about this connection that are giving you pause. And whether it's things that you're getting epiphanies about your own behavior or your own contribution to this dynamic or the lack thereof it, or maybe you're gaining some deeper understanding of it. I think there's certain messages that are meandering into your brain that are helpful and that you're getting a little bit more information about behind the scenes. I feel like what's going on behind this connection is you, I am going to say you are learning. You are, I don't want to say evolving, but you're upgrading your understanding of the connection. I feel like this is those moments where like we get shower thoughts, right? Like a whisper. That's not what the whispers sound like, but to me they kind of do. Like spirit whispers are kind of like pops in the head, where it's just like a random rogue thought, and all of a sudden you're like, huh, maybe that is what happened. Like maybe this is why this is like this. There feels like an understanding is coming out. I feel like you're changing your opinion in some way. And that's funny. I don't know how this is behind the scenes, but I feel like this has been behind the scenes happening slowly with you. you're getting little messages. And this could be because you're, I don't know if you're detached or a little bit more relaxed or you're in your element, that you've let go of some semblances of resistance in this connection in a way that has allowed, and I'm going to get quite woo-woo here, in a way that has allowed the person's thoughts and their reality as they see it, and their, oh, I only wish Pal 2 would understand this, that those thoughts, their manifestations, right? Like they're, you know, when you're manifesting and you're doing the affirmations or whatever, like those words that they've thought are now making their way into you. And perhaps that's what the is. It's the bubble popping. There's this lady, oh, I forgot her name, baby girl. I forgot her name. But she's got books and stuff on manifesting in her own method. And what she says is, you know, when we're manifesting and putting it out there and it's not happening, our person or whatever, like, you know, manifesting a specific person or whatever, they will get those messages. Maybe they just have like a barrier around them or something. But once that barrier drops, the thoughts that you've been sort of sending them or whatever will just rain on them, you know? Excuse me. So that's what I'm kind of getting here. TBH. That really is what I'm getting here. That perhaps this is, you are the person that's been in case. You've been ununderstand. I mean, look, look, don't come for me, okay? Maybe you have been understanding to the best of your ability, but now it's like another level of understanding is coming through, a level where you were like, that's bullshit, or a level that you couldn't have gotten before in the prior resistance is now coming through, for the better or for the worse. I feel like you are learning some things about this connection behind the scenes, and it's truly intuitive, but it's not intuitive. It's messages that this person has sent you in their private moments. Yeah, we're getting real woo-woo here today, number 2, but you know what? That shit's so real. It is so real. Imagine or remember the moments when you've been like, oh, I think I want to call this person, and they call you. Oh, I think I want to message this person, and they message you or they call you. Like, oh, or you've been thinking about somebody and they message you. Oh, I was just thinking about you. Yeah, I was thinking about you too. So I called. Or when you do it to someone else, oh, I was just thinking about you. Yeah, I was thinking about you too, and I messaged. Like, it's that like just delicious communication that happens in the unseen space. And it's real. Like, we know we've all had these moments where that's just the string that binds, you know? Yeah. So I feel like that has happened. Talisman in reverse is about wisdom and taking the tokens of that wisdom and moving along in your journey. With it showing up in the reverse, let's see a little bit more about what that is trying to say to you. A reverse talisman card warns that you must be aware of a repetitive pattern in your life. Sometimes the things that feel most familiar carry with them reminders of what you don't want to experience again. Yet here you are, faced with an important choice. You can move forward cautiously, or you can look for another path that will take you in a new direction. Consider this. If you've fallen down a hole a few times, why wouldn't you walk around it this time? If you know where the hole lies, treasure that wisdom. Although the universe is unlimited, every individual has some limitations. Every individual path has some limitations. Accepting that not all avenues are available to you at this time is a powerful realization. That said, you don't have to retrace your footsteps either. No matter what, you're on this path to gain a greater wisdom, regardless of the choice you make. This is a time to ask others who have been here for advice and assistance. Their wisdom will awaken your own. So if you're looking for a personal reading, come through. Education. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. Ooh. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school, ask a person who might know more than you do, there's that message again. Or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school and you must learn by experience. Now is a time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all. I don't know yet. I feel like with the talisman, something is coming back around in this connection. And either you, your person, or both of you are having some pops of epiphanies, and you may be retracing your steps in this thing. What I really want to say, I mean, if you want to take the message I read as yours, take it, absolutely. But what I feel intuitively here, I am going to pull some tarot to help us with this message. Am I using this deck? I don't know if I really want to use this deck. Which deck we using, y'all? What I want to say is I feel like, okay, that's advanced. Okay. I was gonna say that I feel like you have the wisdom, and you have the wisdom from your past. And if you're in a new connection with somebody and you're being triggered by a lot of the old stuff from before, yes. If you're being triggered by this new person's behavior or lack of or whatever, that is because it is a triggering of what's inside of you from before. However, this is a repeat of that, but also not. It's as much of a repeat as you make it a repeat. You feel me? Like, I'll repeat this again for the people in the back. It's as much of a repeat as you make it a repeat. You've experienced those things in the past, and you've gained wisdom from those things in the past. This new path with this new person or this new circumstance may look like the same thing because of what you've been through in the past, but it may not be the same thing unless you make it the same thing. So be careful about looking at a situation that looks like a duck, smells like a duck, talks like a duck, walks like a duck, because all you've known or what you've known or the most thing that has happened in your life is a duck. But that could be a goose. It could be a swan. It could be a different kind of bird. You know what I mean? So be open. I don't know why this is guidance, but this is what's going on in this connection. Like, I feel like in this connection, you know what you know from before, but in this new situation or a repeat of the same, there's something different here. And it's as much of the same as you make it be. I feel like you are learning something new. You are learning something different. For those of you that do need a personal reading, please get one. Because this is two pieces of a card that are saying, get some help. If you're someone who needs to be in counseling and you realize that you have certain patterns and you want to break them and you need an external person to help you who's trained in doing that, please do that. Like, definitely do that. That's going to help. You don't know what you don't know. And if you keep seeing ducks everywhere and then motherfucker is geese, or, you know, whatever else is like a duck, a swan or whatever, like, you get help and assistance in taking those glasses off. So I'm picking up like past stuff is being triggered in this connection, whether it's with the same person or a new person. Past stuff is being triggered. Now, what's going on behind the scenes furthermore in this connection, Spirit? Ace of Swords in reverse, yeah. Right over the talisman. I feel like there are some things that, I don't know, with this it looks like a new experience or a repeat of the same experience is happening. But I feel like it registers as new to me because you get to act brand new. Like, you get to act a bit newer. What I really liked about the talisman message was it was saying, if you've fallen in the same hole multiple times, wouldn't you like walk around it? And that's not necessarily disengaging from the hole. You can still have a repeat with the same person. Shit, do you? That's life, baby. You can if you want to, because maybe there's something else that you need to learn, something that you need to find out verbatim that this person may need to tell you or let you know about or whatever. Like, you can dance the old dance again because perhaps there is something more for you to pick up. Ain't no shame in that game, baby. You might feel some type of way about it, but shit, if you gotta go through what you gotta go through to get through it, then get through it. And I feel like I'm picking up on you here. I'm picking up like largely on you. I'm not picking up on like another person. Again, though, it could be, and this card stays haunting me, the Eight of Wands. It could be that you're in this connection. The both of you are having these sort of learning moments and wanting to re-engage with each other to see what you can see, to see what else is there. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse. The Two of Coins in reverse. The Page of Wands, who stays coming out, and the Devil. With the Devil here, what I am seeing is an attachment. Something not being done yet. An obsession. And I think what's going on behind the scenes is that things are going to bubble up. Things are bubbling up to be, I guess, revealed. Things are bubbling up to be found out. Things are bubbling up to be known. So if either one of you are feeling frustrated, that frustration is going to lead to, I would think, wanting to get more information, asking the right questions. But I feel like now is a better time to reveal those answers, or now is a better time to get involved in that. If not now, like now is in the time when things bubble up to the surface between the two of you. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I just feel like that just makes the most sense. That's wisdom. That is clarity. There is none. There's been none. I think there's a lot more understanding to be had here in this connection. A lot more understanding to be had here. This is something that's still going on. I think there's a lot of this theme of like previous experiences that are clashing and interacting with this thing. I don't want to be duped again. I don't want to be, I don't want to go through the same thing again. And it's like, this situation is not that situation. It definitely looks like it, and I'm sure it has very similar elements to it, but this situation has its own nuance, and it might be wise to look at and acknowledge the nuance that this new situation has, because perhaps, quite frankly, it might be a lot more valid than whatever was going on in that other situation. Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's some impatience here. Look, people are salty, I feel like, in this connection. Or like there's just some angst in this connection. With the Page of Wands, there is a desire to have understanding. There is a desire to like extend the olive branch. But it's like, who's going to do it first? And I think now is not entirely the right time. I feel like the right time will happen, and the right time may not be a specific moment, but a phase. So if someone goes, F it, I'm gonna message this person and start and just like be like, yo, what's up? Like what was this? Like, can we talk? If that person sends a message on Monday and the person doesn't respond then until Wednesday, it's like then they start playing this game. But that's like the beginning of the arc of getting into understanding. There's still some of that toxicity, there's still some of that irkness, but there is a desire in this connection between the two of you to extend an olive branch and to hold on and be angry and frustrated about whatever has happened in the past here. It's just not as strong as all of the other energies, because we have a Two of Coins in reverse. Yeah, I feel like the time, I feel like the time right now is not fully right. I feel like more epiphanies need to come through. So if this is a message that you need to hear about the person that you're connecting with, like, okay, Luce, this isn't me, I understand, like, this is all them, then fine. Like, if this is them, they still need time for them to be able to balance out having this exchange with you, for them to be clear about it, for them to pave a way forward, whatever that looks like, for them to speak through this attachment and use this attachment for good, for positivity, as opposed to for petty, and for you to do the same, and to really have that olive branch be extended and hold fast to doing that. Because when you're dealing with this sort of like devil energies and tempers and a lot of past stuff, say it's with a past person or even with a new person, that it triggers all that stuff again, all that muck. And so if you're really looking for peace, like, you gotta stand in that peace and allow this person to have their grumble session. So if this is you or if this is the other person, like, they have to be ready, or you have to be ready. Whomever's initiating has to be ready to hold that space for the grumble and also the honest conversation, to invite the person to then also receive the olive branch and extend their own. But yeah, there has to be some like level of readiness here on both ends to even have this discussion. So what's going on behind this connection is a lot of triggers. A lot of triggers over the past, and things that are just not fun. But I feel like there is low key, for sure, like these beginnings of learnings, these understandings of, like, not even understandings, but the beginnings of like, I wonder, like, maybe, but there's still that angst that's sort of holding things back. You want to tell me a little bit more? What's going on behind this connection? I mean, let's see. Marriage in reverse. Okay. And eternal love in reverse. My God. Okay? My God. What's going on behind the scenes in this connection? We have marriage in reverse and we have eternal love in reverse. I am going to flip these just so I can look at the images a little bit more. That's tough, because we have secret love, couple dependency, eternity, consistency, soulmate. For me in this deck, we have a wild understanding of each other. And with the devil showing up, let me get one more. Loss. Okay. This dynamic is deep. If this is an older person, like someone who you've experienced, this dynamic is deep. And the deep feelings can flip on a dime. Deep feelings, even with the devil, and I was saying, like, you can use it for the better or for the worse. You can use the devil to be angry and petty and like you're stuck to something, the codependency. But then there's also that thing of like, there is an attachment here. There is an attachment here. There is an attachment here. And that attachment can be positive. That attachment can be the thing that makes me open up my ears and extend an olive branch, open up my mouth and receive an olive branch. So I think with this marriage and eternal love, there's still something here in this dynamic. Behind the scenes, that affection, the desires are there, dare I say, mutually. And the desire for longevity in this thing is what makes someone continue coming back, or you continue wanting to be involved in it, because there's that potential or thing that you felt in there, one or both of you, where there's still that seed of eternal love, of marriage, but that loss is so deep. Like, that loss is really, really felt quite deep. And the damage that has been done to that tie, but there's still something of it there. And that's probably why things get to be so harsh, and feel so bad, because, you know, the loves, the certain things cut us deeper than other things. When we feel them deeply, they really cut us deeply. So if you would like a personal reading on your situation, like what you can do, what your guidance is, what's going on with the other person that you're dealing with, and what their guidance is too, I think that might be helpful to know. Come through and hit me up for a reading. The link is in the description box below, and also you can just email me and we can go from there. So you don't have to be dealing with this alone. Definitely, if you need someone to talk to or whatever, I would say look up a professional. Like, you don't have to do it alone. Why do it alone? There's like, you've done what you can so far alone. Get someone to help you out. Get someone to listen to you in a professional way. Or if you'd like a reading to help you at least support that dynamic, come through. I'm definitely available for that for you. All right, my friend, keep your light and good luck, and I will see you next time. Hey, Power 4, welcome to this iSPY. Welcome to the iSPY of what's going on behind the scenes in this connection. Let's find out. I don't really know what energies are coming out here, but let's find out what's going on behind the scenes in this connection. Can we creep? Yeah, just creeping on the down low. Spirit, what's going on in this connection? Behind the scenes in this connection. What don't we know that you could reveal to us? The Wizard of Awareness, the Bone Collector, and the Magic Stream. Okay. Slow. Oh, no wonder the Wizard of Awareness came out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, friends. Number 4. Honey. Oh, man. Shit. I feel like his ass needs to be out here. No wonder he came out. Here's the thing. The Wizard of Awareness and I have a history. I'm not gonna say I hate him because that's strong, but he was there for a bit. This is not this exact deck. This deck was gifted to me by someone very special. And if you want to gift something to the channel, the Amazon link is in the description box below. Feel free to. If you want me to add something, I can as well. But listen. Oh, baby. He would come out. All right. Number 4. I want you to know that whatever is... I feel uncomfortable, baby. Whatever is happening in this dynamic is divine. Okay. It's divine. It is for your own good or for the good of this connection. You feel me? No, I don't lose. What you talking about? Number 2. Number 1, I'll go back to number 1. Okay? Number 2, in this umbrella of it's divine, it's happening for your own good, we have 3s here. We have 12, which is a 3. We have 26, which to me looks like a 3. It just does. We have 4, stability. This discomfort that is happening in this connection, the slowness, by God, the slowness, baby. The snail's actual pace, like, is it even moving? Have we gone anywhere? Is purposeful. That's number 1. When I see 3s, to me 3 is a master number. That's a divine number that I really respect. 1111 is really cool. I get it. She's the boss babe. Love her. She's getting it. 3s for me are that number that make me go, whoa. And if I ever see a 777, I am getting on my knees, baby. Okay? But 333, 333s, 3s are sacred to me. And to me, it's a master number. I think they are just master numbers. But that means it shows me, it reminds me of this image of where like Jesus is talking to a little girl and she's holding on to this teddy bear and she's saying, but I love it. And he has his hand stretched out to her, for him to give her that bear. Because in his other hand behind him, he has an even bigger bear. Please don't get, oh my God, it's about materialism. Please don't do that. Please think outside that weird box. it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for sometimes there's some things that are not going to go the way we want. The things that we like, rejection being God's protection. Things not going how we want them to go, how we feel they should go, at the pace they should go, at the time they should go, for heaven's sake. Ooh, girl, I'm dropping my stuff in my desk, honey. But that is bright. It's balance. Like, that is balance. It doesn't feel like balance to us, but it is, in a word, right. That things are moving slowly. Because this is not the season for it. And with the Wizard of Awareness coming out here, his message essentially says, and I love that it came up in the upright, because that tells me you have some acknowledgement of this. And if you're watching these videos, you have some acknowledgement of this, that sometimes divine timing is a thing and you cannot fight that thing. That when you see that things are not moving, you are just called to surrender and flow with how things are moving or not moving. And this tells me that you are somebody who has, in a way, seen and acknowledged that. Whether you've accepted it fully is neither here nor there, and maybe, baby, it depends on the day. Okay? Because I'm a human and I get you. But the Wizard of Awareness says, don't take life too seriously. Don't take what is happening externally too seriously and make it about you. It's not that you're wrong. It's not that you're bad. It's not that you're ugly. It's not that you're this. It's not that you're unqualified. It's not that you could be. I don't know. And maybe this is the time when things are slow and stagnant in this connection, that is a good time for you to start brushing up on the things that you need to be in order for when this thing goes, giddy up, nay, when it's time for you to go, then it's go time, like you're ready. But the Wizard of Awareness essentially says, this is a good time for you to step back and look at what's happening. Take a gander, take a second, take a look, just observe. Don't take it too personally. Wear the world like a loose clothing. Don't take it too personally. Don't take it too personally, because, my friend, you have slow and steady in the reverse. This is an actual woman snail, and she's protecting her heart. This is extra slow in the reverse. You have deep freeze. Oh my God. Okay? Like, in this connection, what is happening behind the scenes in this connection is not that behind the scenes, baby. It is very much front and center. Nothing is happening behind these scenes. Things are stagnant. Things are stagnant. Things are not moving. But that's what they feel like. This hibernation, these slow movings are preparational. I find. They're preparational. Pushing things forward impulsively will not only prevent success, but potentially cause more trouble than you're prepared to handle. Moving too quickly will only yield unripe fruit with a bitter taste. Slow down. Breathe. Meditate. You're not a human being. You're not a human doing. You're a human being. Just be. Everything will work out if you can apply the brakes and become more aware of what's happening in this moment. A calm focus on the now, breathing in the beauty of your surroundings, will restore your power to consciously co-create your world. All fruits ripen in their own time. And the deep freeze says, nothing you can do right now will amount to anything substantial, no matter how much you try and push, manipulate, or cajole. Life wants you to take a break. You need to do this now, lest you become exhausted and be forced to rest. What you need will be there for you when you emerge in the springtime. For now, winter has its own ideas for you. Wait for signs of spring. So, in this connection, things are not going to be moving. Things are not moving. They're not moving, period. And that's what's going on behind the scenes in this connection. It's actually not meant to be moving. 10 of Cups. It's not meant to be moving. If you are in a glorious, harmonious relationship and things are like if you're in like a good relationship and things aren't progressing in the way that you would like, oh, how come this hasn't happened yet? And how come we haven't done this yet? It's not meant to be. No, don't push it, baby. Don't push it. Don't rock the boat. You don't need to rock the boat. things don't have to be what you're saying. So if you're in a good dynamic with someone and things are not that bad, and you're just kind of like, yeah, but like when? I think in all seriousness, it may just be for you to relax, and really just be, and give a think, and stop and pause, and see what's trying to be revealed to you in this winter season, in this cold season, in this slow moving season. We have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups in reverse. Don't push, don't cajole, don't try to manipulate, just don't try. Don't try to, oh, if I do this, I'll do that. Like, even this other person that you're connecting with, just don't. Because that's, I mean, with the 5 of Swords here, I guess it can look quite underhanded, or there may be some underhanded tactics here that are going on. This isn't the 7 of Swords, but there could be like some small victories where maybe you do something, not you, maybe them, someone does something. Page of Swords, someone does something and they get a small win out of it, but in the end of all things, it's not really helping. We have a 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. It's so crazy. This thing is stressful. It's stressful. I can see with the 10 of Wands, there could be a lot of passion as well. The 10 of Cups is throwing me off. So for those of you who are like in a good relationship and you're like, let me see what this big card finna tell me. If you're even still watching, I don't know what to tell you. Like, things are just gonna be how they are right now for a hot while. That's what's going on behind the scenes in this connection. If you're checking on someone else and their connection to someone else, things are not moving. Things are not progressing. But with the 10 of Cups here, clarify the 10 of Cups. And don't take whatever's happening between those two people personally to you, necessarily, unless you really have to, unless there are some things that you need to work on. I'm not going to tell you to not work on yourself, baby. I'm not the one. Tell me about the 10 of Wands. Clarify that. 8 of Cups. Yeah. So clarifying the 10 of Cups is the 5 of Wands. So there is some conflict, even though there's happiness, I suppose. But with the 10s here, there's like highs of emotion. So it just seems like this dynamic, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Stop. Just flow with it. Just don't. Just stop. Don't try to do nothing. In fact, I think the Wizard of Awareness may have a little bit more. Oh, the star, cute. A little bit more to say to you. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to their environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. 10 of Cups could be overexcitement. 10 of Wands could be over discomfort. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. Oof! It's all good, let it be, and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. So for my people that like to lead, for my people that like to push things forward, which I totally get, because when I say my people, I mean my people. There's some conflict here, and maybe you're wanting to pursue a greater sense of happiness here because you're looking at your watch and going, I'm late for a very important date. But this thing right now, what's going on behind the scenes is stagnancy. And it almost looks like this stagnancy is what it has to be for now until you can move away from it, but until it moves. It doesn't look like there's much that you two can really do, or you can really do about the way things are right now. Things just are the way they are right now. They just are the way they are right now. it's just definitely difficult to disconnect from the passion and the heaviness and the drama and the obligation and the desire. But being able to, or at least one or both of you are trying to detach, are trying not to care, are trying to just let it be. And perhaps the other is fighting it because how dare. But this looks like this thing behind the scenes, what's going on is that it needs to be on ice for a bit. Whatever that looks like in your dynamic, right? Not everybody has to be, you know, broken up or long distance or whatever. This could really just be I don't know, maybe like a relocation of some, like just something. Like it's just like whatever this is, it's looking like what's going on behind the scenes is like it is what it is, what it is, what it is, and that's what it is for now. And so try not to take things so personally. Try to find a way through this for you as things externally are not moving the way you want them to, or at all, rather, more like at all. And this too shall pass. Yeah, no pentacles. All cups and swords. And some wands. So we have saving, preservation, collection, means. And we have good news. Encouragement, miracle, surprise. So, okay. This good news seems like the Wizard of Awareness. I feel like maybe someone has sort of received some type of small payoff that, and maybe it's this reading or something else in life, that things are going to be okay. It just is going to take time. You know, how whatever okay looks like, things are going to be okay. It just is going to take time. Look how old these people are. You think they didn't take time to save all that money? They did. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be Timbuktu years or anything like that. It may be a week or two for some of you, 2 months. It might be 7 months for some of you. It might be a year for others of you. I don't know what your story is or what you're really checking on here. But this is looking like what's happening here is some type of preservation. Some type of just for now, this is what it needs to be, the winter. And if you notice, come springtime, when by the time everything is thawing, there's such a boost because everything had enough time to rest. And like now it's a go time of grow time in spring, you know? So I feel like you're getting a kickback to something that helps you understand, maybe the both of you, to help both of you understand that, hey, you know what? This hiatus will actually be good for us. Whatever that means in this connection and like what's going on behind the scenes in it. Like this sort of cool down might be good. It might be really purposeful in helping us be better in some way. I wish you everything, Paul. For if you'd like a personal reading for your own personal situation to really understand what's going on with your person and what's going on with you, what your guidance is, what their guidance is, which can be very helpful to see like, are they doing what they're being guided to do? I've done that for myself, and it's really helpful and freeing to be like, oh, this is actually happening in divine will, not my own, and let thy will be done, because thy will is, you know, great. So it's leading me to what's actually mine. So if you'd like a personal reading, please feel free to come through. The link for that is in the description box below, or you can email me and we can get you sorted out, get you some answers to the best of our ability, see what Spirit wants to say to you. All right. I wish you everything. Keep your love and good luck. Bye. Hey, number 5. Welcome to your iSPY. What's going on behind the scenes in this connection? Let's creep. Let's creep, number 5. What is going on behind the scenes in this connection? This reading has been really weird. If I say the words you, I just need you to like broaden that at your own discretion, to make it mean you or your person, okay? Because this has been a weird one, not gonna lie. What is going on behind the scenes of this connection with pile number 5? What's going on behind the scenes of this connection with pile number 5? Pile number 5, pile number 5, pile number 5, pile number 5. What's going on behind the scenes connection? This pile number 5. What's going on behind the scenes connection? Pile number 5. That took a while. That took way too long. Oh, that actually got me tired. I feel tired. Ugh, I don't know. Okay. Movement and an apology. That's what's going on. Bye, number 5. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Yeah. What's going on in this behind the scenes of this connection is movement and healing the ouch in reverse. Now, healing the ouch in reverse can sometimes talk about, saving the planet. So, to whom it may concern, okay. But that's it in the upright, actually. In the upright, it starts talking about, like, going green, going vegan. And I'm like, girl, huh? What? What are we talking about? This is about apologies and moving things forward. This is about the both of you, Paw 5. Okay. This is about change, Paw 5. This means you too. Luce, I don't got nothing to apologize for. Then I don't know. Let's keep listening and see what happens. Reversed. The heal the ouch is urging you to make amends for any harm you've done to another. Appraise yourself honestly. How have you been selfish, greedy, or inconsiderate of others? Have you harbored resentment towards those who have harmed you in the past? Practice deep and radical forgiveness. Miss me with that. No. In order to be free to know healing, you must surrender your old hurts and begin anew. Forgiving yourself and loving yourself is important too. Be humble and be willing to admit to your weaknesses. Know the imperfections of the human personality. Walk tall as you take the path of the shaman, the wise elder who is willing to go into the shadows to bring healing light to old ones. Okay. So, healing the ouch is about forgiving yourself as well. Forgiving the fact that I can't believe I fell for that motherfucker. I can't believe that I allowed that to happen. I can't believe that XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Forgiving yourself for those things that you've been holding over yourself, adding shame and guilt and all these things that have also added an extra barrier around your heart, around opening up to people or opening up to this person. Forgiving quite possibly this person. Oops. Forgiving the previous people in your past that hurt you that have now been projected onto this person, even though maybe they have shown the exact same qualities or treated you in the very similar ways. Trying to close those old chapters. And I feel like, honestly, with movement coming out here, I feel like you're on this path. I feel like you're on this path to moving towards a cleaner slate. And that's been such a drastic change for you. Like, desires that you used to have are changing. Number 5. Now, this could be for the both of you, right? Like I said, there's a movement towards, oh, here it comes. Thank you. Whew. Sneezes, apologizing for the part that you've played. This is something I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about how, like, how petty is it to say, I'm sorry for treating you like a child? I'm sorry for not treating you like a man. I treated you like a child. I mothered you. And you're a man, and I should have believed when you said what you said. I should have believed that this is what you said, and I didn't hear you. I apologize for I apologize for believing you could be more. Number 5, let's laugh a bit. You've changed, you've grown, and perhaps your person has too. We're going to look into tarot, which is giving me a little bit more juice. It's adding the broth to just like random ingredients. It's bringing the heat. But with this movement, I feel like you guys in this dynamic are moving towards healing. And that's nice. That's what's happening behind the scenes here. It may be slow, which is funny. I don't even see the snail here. It may be fast coming, actually. But I feel like it's going to be cautious steps. You know, it just might be just these, like, cautious steps, but then pew, all at once in almost like one conversation type thing, you know? Sometimes it starts off kind of like, hi, okay, how's the family, how's this, how's that, okay, all right, well, you know, okay, well, this and that, and then, yeah, you know, well, I just wanted to say this and that, and they're like, yeah, no, you know, actually, I've been thinking about that too, and I wanted to say this and that. Oh, really? Yeah, you know, well, you know, I did this, and I completely understand. Yeah, you know, but I did that, and we understand, and I remember that time when we remember that time when we hee, and then it's like, pew, you know, like, things are, like, back to normal, like, you haven't been in heartache for a while. Not saying that you are, but you know how life can be sometimes a joke. But with this, for those of you who are in healthy, harmonious type dynamics, you guys are moving more towards healing your dynamic to greater heights. So if you don't spend enough time together, I think your communion, your dynamic is evolving to spending more time in the connection. That's what's happening behind the scenes. I feel like there is a greater perspective from one or both of you that there's a humbling here. It's like a really, because this 5 is giving me vibes, my guy. Like, 5 is giving me vibes. Like, this is not how you or this other person ever thought they would be or are. Like, this is a major humbleation, but it's a willful one. It's not like I got humbled. Maybe somebody got humbled real quick and real bad in this thing behind the scenes, like last scene before. Because look how dazed this guy is. Look how dazed this ostrich is, baby. Look at it. This ostrich is like, where am I going? I don't know where to go. I have an island on my back. I don't know what just happened. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go heal what I gotta heal and like stay out of that hot mess. Cause you know I've been through it and I just can't. And I think I have learned what I needed to learn. It's a humbling of sorts. But it's willful. I don't feel like this feels good to me. This feels really good to me. It's a humbling where like you've grown as a person. You yourself have like grown as a person. Maybe you experienced something, nothing crazy or anything like that, but maybe you just had a moment where you're like, you know what? This is another person. Like, this is a human being. People are dying all over the world. People are suffering all over the world, and like this person has suffered in their life, and this is how they are, and this is how I am, and okay, like if it doesn't turn out to be whatever it needs to be, then at the very least, I think I could be human to this person, and they don't live to please me. They don't live to be what I need. They can be who they are, and it's just one of those like come to Jesus moments of like, you know, I think I accept this person. It doesn't have to be all that, but it's just this. There's just such a. It's very personally fueled what I'm picking up here. But again, here it could be the both of you having this like, you know what, like, I think I was wrong for that, and for that I do apologize. Like, for that I do feel like that was unfair of me. I can see that now. And that's on the both sides, right? Because this is what's happening behind the scenes in the bug connection between the two of y'all, or however many people are involved here, and that's really kind of beautiful. Moving to greener pastures, the lovers. Look, if you want to come through for a private reading, come through. The link is in the description box below, lumiere.live, where you can see all the readings I offer. It's just a guide to help you out if you're overwhelmed. I don't know, but message me, send me an email, say, Luce, this is my situation. Which reading should I get? If you don't like anything once posted on there. Because Spirit is here. Spirit is here. Spirit is fucking here. And Spirit is in this connection. Or Spirit's in all of them, but the lovers. Come on now. 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 I want peace. I want peace. The Eight of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Very interesting. So I would, yeah, it is slower movement. It is slower because that snail and that disheveledness is still stumbling about. This that did a little flip, but this is the Chariot in reverse. Wow, slow movement. Really slow movement, but okay. I feel like with the Chariot here, 2 movement cards showing up in the reverse, right? An emu. What is an emu / ostrich? I think it's an ostrich. They move fast. They're fast motherfuckers, okay? They move fast motherfuckers. But this thing's got a snail on its head, and it's kind of dazed. I showed you the card. She's looking, or he's looking, they looking a bit, you know, they're looking a bit disheveled. It's been a tough one. It's been a tough one. So with the Chariot here, I feel like this is for sure just even more emphasized that it is going on behind the scenes. This is the undercurrent, the direction that this dynamic is taking in this iSPY. It's moving slowly, cautiously towards healing. And I think I was mentioning this in another reading recently. It could have been the previous reading. But sometimes when we have epiphanies, right, when we go through certain things, like, at least for me, I have to stop and get myself together a little bit. I gotta stop, get myself together mentally before I can tell anybody what happened. I have to, like, digest it first. And if this is some type of come to Jesus moment, some type of humbling, some type of, hey, you know what, like, this is a person, that level of release does take some time. And it could be beginning, it could be starting here, but there is this coming together with the Lovers here that's like, well, a choice being made. A choice being made for sure with the Lovers. But specifically, a connection here that is worth healing. Not sure what healing looks like in this dynamic, but a connection here that is worth healing. Tell me more. What's going on behind the scenes in this connection? So many reversals. The Hermit in reverse. Oh, that's one to get in reverse. Okay, so this is an I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. I'm gonna clarify a few. Clarify the Chariot. Can you clarify the Hermit? Just want to know what my guy is talking about a little bit. So many reversals. Oh man, so many reversals. The Knight of Coins. Slow movement. Wow. Again, if you'd like a private reading, the link is in the description box below. Spirit is here, clarifying the Chariot is the slowest knight in the deck in reverse, the Knight of Coins. Clarifying the Hermit is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Amazing. Okay, so with the Hermit, what I was getting at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups, either in reverse or the upright. I don't know, irrelevant. With the Hermit in reverse, what I wanted to check was, it's so, man, Spirit is really here. A round of applause for Spirit being in this room right now for you, number 5, especially if this is resonating with who it's resonating with. The Hermit in reverse gave me 2 vibes. Number 1, is this premature, right? Is this premature? This is actually number 2, my number 2 thought. Is this premature? Does this Hermit need to be in the reverse right now? Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Like, where are we sitting with that? Is that premature, essentially? Number 1 thing the Hermit gave me was, I'm coming out. The Hermit goes to the mountain on sabbatical. Usually the Hermit just lives up there. They're the Hermit. You don't do hermithood and then come back down. No, it's a lifelong cause. But with this, sometimes with the Hermit, it does give vibes of someone who goes on a sabbatical, does learning, and then they come back better. What I'm getting here, with that being clarified by the Knight of Swords, it truly is both of those energies. It's this thing of like, the Hermit in reverse is like, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. And then I started singing the song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. And that's very Knight of Swords. Tell me that's not Knight of Swords. Like, tell me that's not Knight of Swords. That's so Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. My guy is operating at the speed of thought, okay? At the speed of words. The Knight of Coins could never go as fast as the Knight of Swords. So this is I'm coming out energy. But with him showing up in the reverse, it really is also that energy of it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Knight of Swords, you do not have all the facts that you need. You don't have all the information that you need. You don't have all the epiphanies that you need yet. You don't have what you need fully to really go forward. And that's what's going on in this connection. Forward, all the movement cards are in the reverse. Like everything outside of the lovers, this connection is in the reverse. There is a connection here. There is a connection here. There is a connection here. However, the speed with which this connection is going, it's funny because it's funny. It is funny because the previous, one of the previous piles had like, do not move. This is stagnant. Do not move. That like, this is stagnant. Ain't nothing happening here. But here you have actual movement. I'm confused. This isn't lack of movement. This is slow movement. We have knights. This is movement. We have the Eight of Wands. That is movement. We have the actual fucking Chariot, the king of movement in the deck of the tarot. That guy governs movement, cars, transportation. And all of those are in the reverse. To me, that tells me delays. That tells me delays. There is a connection here that is being delayed. For the better or for the worse, it's being delayed, but it is moving towards healing. It is moving towards the Hermit. And I guess you don't want the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm a swords girl as a Libra. I'm gonna rep my swords. Okay, we sad in the deck. Like, it's tough for us. But I will stand by my man, the Knight of Swords. You don't want him in the reverse. You want him to be right. So this connection, what's happening behind the scenes in this connection, is it's moving towards healing. It is moving towards healing. It is moving towards healing, and healing does take time. And the healing that is happening here is taking time, but there will be a healing. We have blessing showing up in the reverse. This is fulfillment, well-being, enlightenment. And we have marionette, dictatorship, domination, reluctance. There's still some things in this dynamic to work through. There's still some, with that Knight of Swords coming out in the reverse and that Hermit, there's still some debris or just some things that need to be nudged off, you know. In this thing, I feel like it is being puppeteered. Like, this is gonna go as fast as the slowest person in this dynamic. So if you're the one that's like a little bit more rigid in your ways, if you're the one that's a lot more, maybe you're the one that's been hurt the most. Like, let's not make fun of that. Like, if you've been hurt deeply, how forgiving is hard. Moving forward is hard. So if the other person has stuff upon stuff upon stuff, we're talking ancestry, we're talking mother, father, we're talking everybody they saw growing up, treated certain people a certain kind of way, and like that's just been ingrained, and now they're just being like, oh my God, wait a minute, I think that might be wrong. I think that might not be the right thing to do. That's some stuff that they have to move through and not dictate and whatever. So this is going to move as fast as the slowest person in this dynamic. And so be it. The blessing will take time. There's something about dictatorship and domination. Let me actually clarify that. Like, I'm not sure. It just feels like, the slowest person will be moving this at the pace that it needs to be. But let's go ahead and clarify that. Thank you. Do we flip you? I mean, indulgence. Interaction, joy, friendliness. Okay. There is some, it's very interesting. Well, okay, I know what this is. This is, 15 is the number of the devil, right? And the devil could be puppeteering, right? And indulgence is also a very devil-like energy. It's indulging in the stuff. I feel like the leader, yes, the slowest person this is going to move as fast as the slowest person, but also the person that wants things to move fast, stepping down from that indulgence, stepping away from that connection, from this connection in a way that allows it to breathe and allows the energy to move it. Also, this marionette does give a nod to the lovers being very close to that devil energy of like, no, this connection is too strong to lose, too important to lose. I gotta go. I gotta get out of this. I had an epiphany. Let me go and fix this. Yeah, I feel like it is attached to those energies. So yeah, this is pretty much what's going on in here. The blessing towards us will take time, but it is going to be a blessing that is worth, what it needs to be. So in the meantime, do what you got to do and trust and know that it is moving mutually towards a level of healing that'll be good. And if there is some things inside of you that you need to heal and forgive about yourself and what has happened to you in your life, do that. Take the time to heal and listen to you and your sorrows and what you've been through, so that you can reach that healing point for yourself. I do wish you everything. Keep your light on and good luck. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to come through. I'm friendly. I don't bite. I wish you everything. I'll see you in the comments. Let me know how this reading was for you. If you have a request, also, you can leave it in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Bye. Keep your light on and good luck. Hey there, pal one. What is going on with you in this connection behind the scenes? Pal one, let me start over. Welcome to this iSPY on what's going on behind the scenes in this connection. Let's find out. Without further ado, let's find out. I like Aladdin. I like that Jafar called him Prince Abubu of Abubwa or something. So every time, what's going on? It's behind the scenes of this connection. Every time I say a doo-doo, I think of like a boo-boo, and I go a boo-blah, and it's just a thing. At the top of the deck, calling to me, we have the magical map shifter in the reverse and the bone collector. Come here to collect the bones. Okay, pal one, what's going on behind the scenes in this connection? Into the unknown. And coming to life in the protection. Sometimes we meet people who change our lives in not the best way, and we're left having to pick up the pieces and mistrusting ourselves and mistrusting spirit and not knowing why it happened, what to do, how to trust, how to move. Because to be frank, we're kind of fucked up over it. Or we're kind of fucked up over it. Excuse me. I'm not sure if this is the connection that I just described that you're experiencing, or you were in with a new person and that old connection is affecting this one. And it doesn't have to even be romantic connection. It could have been a relationship with your mother, father, auntie, uncle, sibling, friend, professor, or whomever, right? Some things that happened that just really tore us up in some way and shifted our lives in a way that was not great. And we've been trying to heal from those things. But those things have verifiably affected how we view relationships, how we view people, how we view ourselves, and how we operate. And that's coming up for you in this connection, whether it's with that person or not. Into the unknown. And this could have been both of you you could have had that story, or even your counterpart could have had that story, right? The person the connection that you're checking here, the behind the scenes. That experience, let's say if it was with this person, let's say if it wasn't, and maybe it wasn't, because the bone collector came to collect them bones, or maybe it's a resurgence with somebody years later or something. I don't know your story, baby. If you'd like a private reading, come through. Let me know what's up. But into the unknown is you being thrust. If I say you, please take that as you, take that as them, take that as you, general you, as in this connection, okay? Please help me do that in your head. Into the unknown is someone being thrust into, I'm thinking the pits of despair, but into an unknown space. I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to act. So, if you're experiencing somebody new, or if you're experiencing a resurgence of somebody old, or you're asking about someone who you're in no contact, I don't know, baby. But I feel like I'm getting some vibes from this into the unknown. You, or whomever, was thrust into this unknown situation, currently is in this unknown situation, and you made the best of it. You've done the best that you could. You, them, the other person, both of y'all, I don't know. But it's hard when triggered positively to forget the negative triggers. You feel me? And when I say negative, a trigger is a trigger. Whether it's when somebody says, I like you, I really want to be with you, that can be a trigger to some people, being told those things, because that shit could trigger, oh shit, this person likes me, they're gonna F me over, you know what I mean? Like, or it could be someone not picking up your phone call and not talking to you for 12 hours, and you get triggered, and you're like, oh my god, you know, like all this stuff is happening, but my guy was just busy. Like my girl was just at dance class and fell asleep and took a nap. Like it wasn't that crazy. But anyway, a trigger is a trigger is a trigger, whether it's or you know, like either way. And that's where I'm actually kind of leaning towards someone who's met someone new. Again, this could be someone coming to you, acting new, being new in this connection, and you're like, what's actually happening with this person? Like, is this real? Is this not? And that being triggered because maybe someone is being nice to you and you're not trusting it. And that's where this coming to life is sort of coming through. So let me read these so I can see what story I'm actually picking up here, because there's something here to do with trust. There is something here to do with trusting self, trusting life, trusting other people to be good. And even if they are good, can I trust that goodness? How long is it gonna, like, it's a lot. Where the book at? Come here, book. Oh, the first word in Into the Unknown, little quote, is trust and all will be revealed. Ugh. I feel like this is about that past story, the past hullabaloo, the past hiccups, the past craziness that has been experienced in you guys' or both of you. It's like maybe it's like some trauma bonding in some type of way where like, oh, this happened to you, this happened to me too, and like, oh, so you can understand like where I'm coming from. Like, I don't know. Honestly, for the people that picked this pile and you have met a new person, you two may share some similar backgrounds that are eerie, or that are like, oh, okay, weird. It's just I'm a little bit uncomfortable. Like, this is a new person, but they feel old, and familiar, but maybe because of the past. Now that can be a catch-22, but they are new, but they feel familiar. Maybe because of the stories that you two have shared, or the histories, the experiences, like you kind of can get it, but life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. I'm thinking it's a new person, yo. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into the unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. This feels like if this is a new person, for all my old people, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if this is an existing connection with somebody that's like been around, then take this as they've come back, or they're coming around, or this connection is experiencing maybe some type of resurgence, and you're like, I don't know if I should trust this. Maybe there's that. There is another story that I'm picking up on for my reconciliation or my resurgence people. Hopefully I can remember it, but let me get through this new stuff. I mean, let me just say this now. Maybe, where did it go? Please come back. If you are dealing with somebody old and they come back around acting brand new, you don't know how to deal with it, and you don't know if you should trust it. Where was I going with that? What did I see? Oh. Have they really changed? Have I changed? Can I trust again? It's the same story as the new person. Like, is this the same shit? Can I trust this person? Let's read Coming to Life. Maybe that'll jog the other thought I was having, because there was a legit other thought. Reversed coming to life is a gentle reminder to get out of your own way. Wow. To let go and let spirit lead. Wow. That is exactly into the unknown. New life is unstable in the beginning and needs gentle care. Farmers don't go into their fields and pull up the shoots of plants to see how they're doing. That's insane. They know that everything has its own cycle of growth. Let nature take its course. Find other things to focus on right now. There it is. Simplicity and small steps are the order of the day. When the time is right, you'll see the miracle. Okay, for those of you who are checking on a connection with somebody old, somebody borrowed, somebody blue. I don't know if both of you are exploring new connect. Girl, I call everybody girl. There's just something about doing something different with the cards that you guys have been dealt, or the situation that you both find yourselves in. And you're both trying to be gentle. I just still feel like there's some connection here. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to the tarot. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What you gonna say, baby? What you gonna do with all them words inside my head? I'm gonna get you. What you gonna do with all them cards inside my head? I'm gonna get you. Spirit, what's going on behind the scenes of this connection? You wanna clarify a few things for me? What you gonna do with all that inside them jams? I'm gonna get you on my in the back and in the front. Check it out. I do it on the daily. The Tower. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So coming to life is gentle, right? It's a gentle letting go. Don't be brash. Don't be rash. Don't be fever. We have the Tower showing up here twice. We have the Tower showing up in the Emperor. And we have the Emperor's Tower falling. That is very much the coming to life. Listen, I may have to do some deeper clarify, because I'm having trouble saying what I want to say, because okay, if this is a new person that you're dealing with, this Tower, it needed to break, for sure. This Tower needed to break, with a new person or old person, whatever's going on between the two of you, whatever has happened has happened. Whether it's the stuff that has happened in the past or what, but that thing truly needed to fall apart. It took you, both of you, one of you, into the unknown, and it really changed you. You've been fundamentally changed, right? Your chemistry, your brain chemistry and stuff has been changed. And you're in the same place. You're going back to the same place, only this time you know better, you know more, both of you. We have the Tower, the Ace of Swords, the Star, the Emperor, and the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse does give me the vibes of that gentleness that Coming to Life was talking about. Because the Five of Cups in reverse is often something that people go and say, oh, but the other two cups, the other two cups. It means look at the cups, look at what you got, look at the cups. And I feel like when you are going from heartbreak, from whatever has happened, into, normalcy, you got to take it slow. So what's going on behind these scenes is a slowness and a trying to figure out what comes next. A trying to navigate. I don't know if you people are bumping into each other unknowingly. This isn't a predictive reading, but I'm really like someone's bumping into somebody unknowingly, or you have bumped into somebody unknowingly, and maybe you're like connecting with this person and it's creepy, it's scary in a scintillating way, in a triggering way, because you're like, oh man, what if this person, what if my stuff from the past comes out? It's just there's something that happens. And that's before the Tower. That's before the Tower. Like a surprise meeting, or I'm surprised I feel this way, or oh my god, I feel this way, something like that. Well, the Five of Cups here, it is giving me Two of Cups vibes. It's giving me a connection that has that has a connection that is a connection that seems to be worth exploring after the craziness that one has experienced in one's life. You feel me? Like, but it's like slow baby steps. And this could be you or the other person, right? You're both sort of dealing with this slowness and this unknown territory of like, I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't know what this is about. I don't know. But I mean, I guess I could see how it goes. I could see how it goes and just move slowly. The Emperor. I think moving slowly is difficult. The Emperor does take time. I mean, it takes time to build an empire. But I feel like the Emperor himself is a fast energy. My guy wants what he wants when he wants it, and he's going to get it. And so I feel like that's at odds with the desire to move slow. And maybe if you're with a new person or with an old person and there's some resurgence girl, I don't know, I call her ready girl. If this is like, let's say, a new person or a new energy coming into your world, you're thinking it should be a certain way, like it should be faster, it should be like, why aren't things moving? But even you yourself, like you or the other person, one of you wants it to move faster, or maybe the both of you want it to move faster, or you're both inclined to move things faster, but because of what has happened in the past, there's that reluctancy to move things faster. And it's quite honestly seems to be the right kind of reluctancy. It's a good reluctancy to have, because it should be gentle, it should be slow, it should take its time a little bit, it should have some air to breathe, some silences in between, or like, so, it's just some air to breathe so that things aren't moving, like that, so that nobody gets spooked. And that is going to build an empire ultimately. But you both, or one of you, has this like, let's go driving energy. I'm a leader, why aren't we doing this, this, and this, making plans. But it's like, okay, realistically, you don't even have like the wherewithal to do that, both of you. Like, maybe you do still need to just take it slow, getting involved with somebody on both ends. Or getting to know each other again. Like, let things move slow. Let things move slower. They're not going to get back to the height of how they used to be. And quite frankly, they shouldn't. If it's a new person, or if you want the height of what it used to be with your previous lovers or whatever. If this is a loving relationship in that way. Ace of Swords is Star. Hope. That's nice. Ace of Swords. Honesty, truth, timidity. I don't know why it's timidity, but it's giving me timidity vibes. This is just the truth. This is attractive. Why does she have ears like a rabbit? Okay. Well, what I'm seeing with this Ace of Swords, it's someone who, that's sweet. It's an energy where you two are going to be honest with each other. Open and honest a bit. It's not necessarily, okay, it's not necessarily, I mean, it is, right? It is. It's not necessarily that someone is hiding information, but there is a hiding of information here. It's edited information being shared. And I think that's fair. Like, you're not going to dump everything that you've been through with someone on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth date. Maybe you do. But you would inch it out slowly, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't tell them all the everything, something like that. So even if it's a reconnection, it's kind of like that, where it's like, maybe if it's a reconnection with somebody or whatever this is going on underneath, it's these slow of like, oh yeah, this, not giving enough to satiate the answer, but not showing your entire ass. Taking things slow, but still being open and honest. But figuring things out. The Ace of Swords is giving me potential, the desire to figure things out, to move slowly, etc. But also it's giving, like, I don't know, a timidity. I don't want to take these. Ace of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups wanted to come out earlier too. I just don't remember if it was this pile or not. Should I say anything else here? Should I tell me, I don't know, which one do you want to talk about? You can talk about the Ace of Swords. Thanks. Seven of Swords. Look, pile 1, Spirit is in the house. Spirit does live in the loose Lumière channel. Okay, Spirit does. So if you would like a private reading, 8 of Coins in reverse, if you would like a private reading, come through, because Spirit is here. And I play with Spirit. I deadass play with Spirit. So if you'd like a private reading, feel free to come through. The link is in the description box below. Or you can send me an email and we can get you sorted. Spirit lives here. Seven of Swords comes out, clarifying the Ace of Swords. What was I saying? It's hiding. It's hiding. It's like, yeah, I'm going to be honest, but there's a bit of timidity and, you know, but I'm going to be honest. This is the both of you. But from this deck, this is a pleasant Seven of Swords, quite frankly, because I know this deck, I know what's happening in this scene. And this is the editing. Except this is not. Like, he's dead ass, like, you know, stealing something. But he's freeing it. Okay? It's, to me, this is, like, the necessary evils, quite frankly, that this Ace of Swords is carrying. In terms of both of you giving a little bit. It's going slow. It's going slow. I give, you give. I give, you give. I expand, you expand. I expand, you expand. We expand. This is unknown. This is probably also unknown because the both of you want things to have a personality of like moving things forward, and the personality of this dynamic and the way this connection is, it's not the norm of what you're used to, and you're both kind of like, but there is value to how it is because it's building for the future. I don't know what's happening here. Like in this dynamic, but that's what I'm seeing is going on behind the scenes. It's an unknown, it's new, it's crazy in its unknownness, but the invitation to dance is there, and to dance slowly, to dance at a pace that is comfortable and a pace that will build a stronger tower, not on a goddamn cliff face. Does that make sense to you? Like, no. Anything else about this connection, behind the scenes of this connection? What's happening behind the scenes of this connection? What's happening? One more. Robbery. Robbery. Look, Spirit's here again. Pile 1, if you do want a private reading on your personal situation to find out what is happening in your situation, like what the guidance is for you, how to move things forward for you or not, just what the guidance is for you, or to know what the guidance is for your person, because that is helpful when we're humbled by Spirit and Spirit says, actually, what's happening is exactly what needs to be happening. Or when we're validated by spirit, and spirit goes, no, we're telling this person to do something towards you. Robbery. 7 of Swords. My guy is stealing what he needs to not be stealing. I mean, but he should be stealing it because he's freeing the people. Death in reverse. Yeah, that's tough. What am I asking? Wow. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Death in reverse. Endless harm inevitable. Clarified by vow in reverse. Wish, hope, worship. And I believe vow is wish, hope, worship is the star as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have triumph, success, victory, achievement. We also have robbery. This is the Panther Oracle. Robbery, exploitation, incaution, unfairness. Luck, jackpot, fortune, reward. That clarifies the robbery. Okay. Stability, harmony, acceptance. And homeless as another energy is failure, castaway, poor. Yeah. What else is going on behind the scenes? And this connection is it is hard to undo the past, and the past does still affect this dynamic in whatever way. This slowness, this slyness, this editing that is going on underneath the surface of this dynamic is I don't know how to put it. It's like it's a caution. But there is something else. It is a caution. We talked about that with the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and in the 7 of Swords clarifying that. But this robbery is adding a little bit extra. It's almost like this is how playing dumb in a way, or ignoring the main thing, or keeping things, I don't know, in a sort of whatever kind of way, in an indirect way, is what's happening. And I know we've said that essentially. It's like the caution, the slow movement. But with homeless here as an extra, there's something about loneliness. To me. It says failure, castaway, poor. Listen, with back to the robbery, neither one of you is really comfortable with how, I said this already before with the king, with the emperor, neither one of you is really fully okay with how slow things are moving or how gentle things have to be. But it's like, it's what is working. It's what's built. So there it is. Okay. I don't know. It is what it is. But with the homeless here, there's a sense of like loneliness, failure, castaway, poor. But I mean, there's so much more than that. There's a sense of loneliness. There's a sense of like loneliness that you're both sort of feeling in this dynamic. And it could be because of how things are moving or not moving. But it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like, I mean, homelessness could be a thing that one or both of you has suffered in the past, or have experienced in the past, or have experience with, right? I don't want to say that that's just that, but there's something about even when you've been through something traumatic, I don't know, homeless is really giving me vibes. It's like giving me aloneness, disconnection from the rest of the world, disconnection from others. It's just really giving Eight of Wands in reverse. It's giving not hopelessness, but it's giving misunderstood, alone in the world, lonely. Can you clarify that? The High Priestess in reverse. No, she is lonely. She knows too much. She keeps all the secrets. I guess that could be it. Like, feeling alone even in a crowd of other people. This sort of thing where you know there's people, it's just, but with the High Priestess coming out as the High Priestess, it's almost like you're in the unknown. You don't know where you are, where things are going, what's happening, where it's going, what's happening, where it's going, what's happening. And there's an aloneness and a sense of like instability in that. You want to know, but then some part of you may believe that actually, if I ask myself, okay, what if I got the thing that I'm kind of wanting? Am I ready for it? The answer would be no. So there's that loneliness in knowing what you know. The both of you wanting that companionship and that togetherness, but also knowing that in reality, there may be like an unreadiness for it fully. Okay, baby. I'm done. Let me know how that went for you. If you watched till the end, I mean, you might as well like the video, you know what I'm saying? And subscribe if you're not. I do go live every so often. Flying. It's gonna work out though. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. What am I talking about? Yeah, subscribe, hit the bell, because I do go live and I don't want you to miss your blessings. So make sure you pound that all notification sign so you catch me when I go live. Until then, come through for a personal reading. I got you. In my readings, it's not necessarily time-based, they're message-based, and I do be talking. So I will see you if you come through for a personal reading. Otherwise, I'll see you in the comments. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.